with one event to go left in the main tournament, we are going to do the showdown before that. Hey everybody, I'm Ben from Ben's Marble Runs. This is part 2 of the showdown. We are glad you were with us, and I'm excited to continue. After event 4, Strawberry Racer was leading, but now we move on to event 5. This is the hurdles. Starting off with heat number 1. Pinky Fuchsia, Ignite, Annul, and Seed. First event for Ignite, for Firebird, and off they go. Annul holds the lead. Ignite takes it back and is stretching it, and they will win this race. A nice battle farther back between Annul and Pinky Fuchsia. So some good battles there. Sapphire, Stinger, Phoenix, and Cole. And down they go, and Stinger gets a good jump out of the gate. Sapphire is close behind. There's Cole, but switching around, and Sapphire gets the lead in. I think it might be a photo finish. No, actually, a lot wider than I thought. 0.052 was the gap, so Blue Gang and Bumblebee advance. Turbo, Thunder, Bowl, and Mauve. And down they go, and getting after the lead. Oh, hard bump there for Turbo, sending them to last place. But it's Thunder out in front. Mauve gets by Bowl, 2 reserves, and 2 captains in this heat. You can see that, that was a good move by Mauve to get around Bowl. Purple Jellyfish sitting middle of the pack in the overall standings. They want a good finish. Same with Lightning Bolt. They're down in 15th. Minty Oreo, Silver Bullet, Werewolf, and Tomato Speeder. Tomato Speeder desperately needs a good finish, and they're in last place. Minty Oreo will come across with Minty Chip, and Remus will also advance. Remus was the winner of this event in the showdown last season. In fact, all the top 3 are competing. Remus, Annul, and Stinger, and they've all advanced, so that is saying something for them. Speaking of, 2 of them are in here. Ignite, Stinger, Thunder, and Remus. 3 captains, and off they go. Stinger, once again, a good start out of the gate. Here comes Remus. Close behind, try to battle. Ignite and Thunder also there. A close finish. That was close between everybody. Lots of stuff going on, and it was entertaining. Oh, you see that? Last impact right there. Oh, and I think Thunder might have gotten the win. Yes, they did. By a thousandth of a second. Annul, Sapphire, Mauve, and Minty Chip. Off they go, and Sapphire for Blue Gang gets the lead. Needing a good finish. Mauve is close behind. Minty Chip trying to get by, but they won't. And looking at the results, 7.626. My, that's a good time for Sapphire. Wouldn't that time if Stitch from Lilo and Stitch was a marble? Okay, I'm kidding, but you get the reference. It's funny. But 5th to 8th is set. Now we move on to the final. Remus, Stinger, Sapphire, and Mauve. Who will win the hurdles? And off they go. Stinger gets off to the early lead. Sapphire trying to make the same move, but Stinger blocks him off this time, and that's enough. Stinger wins the hurdles in the showdown. Sapphire gets the silver, and Remus wins bronze. Great job by Stinger. What got faster as the event went along, and this was good for them. 20 points for Bumblebee, 17 for Blue Gang, and 14 for Werewolf. As we take a look at the standings after Event 5, Strawberry Racer is still leading over Peacock. You can see we're getting close to the end where 4 teams will be relegated. But we move on to Event 6, the Team Pursuit. Starting things off with Peacock, Blue Gang, Strawberry Racer, and Lizard. And down they go. And already off to a quick lead that looks like Strawberry Racer out in front. They won the obstacle relay race. Coming across the line, it's very close, but I think Strawberry Racer got the win there. I think they did. And who got second? I think it might have been Lizard. Yes, they did. So Strawberry Racer and Lizard will advance. Lizard has been consistent throughout this entire showdown. Purple Jellyfish, Silver Bullet, Minty Oreo, and Firework. And off they go, and that looks like Firework is out in the lead. It's hard to tell when there's all of the marbles, but I think Firework advances. Who got second? I think it's between Silver Bullet and Purple Jellyfish. Ooh, that's very close. And you can see, by 2/100ths of a second, Silver Bullet gets ahead of Purple Jellyfish. Werewolf, Astro Turtle, Black Diamond, and Tomato Speeder. And down they go. And right now, Black Diamond, it looks like, is doing pretty well, but they fall back. Astro Turtle. Looks like all three of the marbles are out in front. Equidistant between them, I might add. And who got second? The second place battle is always very close. Oh, and it's definitely Black Diamond right there. By 2/100ths, Tomato Speeder. Another bad finish. They have placed in the bottom 6 in every event thus far. They need to get things going, or else they'll be relegated. On to the next heat, and that looks like Lightning Bolt is out in front. But I think one of the marbles got caught up, and a very close finish there, but I think Bumblebee won. That was close between the top 3 throughout. Ooh, very close, but Oceanic Shark gets ahead of Lightning Bolt by 1/100th of a second. And you can see 9th through 16th is set. Blue Gang and Peacock will round out the top 10. See, Pinky Swirl. They won the first event, but they have not been performing well. Strawberry Racer, Oceanic Shark, Silver Bullet, and Astro Turtle for semifinal A, and off they go. And right now, I think Strawberry Racer is out in front once again, but Astro Turtle seems to be keeping that equidistant strategy, and I think they might have won it. It's always hard to tell, even with the 4th marble, and it's a tie between Strawberry Racer and Silver Bullet, actually. So they will go into a tiny race-off between them. Whoever wins will advance to the final, and off they go. Right now, Silver Bullet has that 3rd marble, but Strawberry Racer gets in front, and it's a lot easier to tell when there's just 2 teams, so I know that Strawberry Racer advances. Lizard, Firework, Black Diamond, and Bumblebee. And off they go. And, a late start for Lizard. That's not going to be good. Can they catch up? But it looks like Firework is out in front once again. Lizard, I think, battling with Bumblebee. Let's see. I think Lizard might have been able to get ahead. Yes, they did. Despite that bad start, Lizard managed to recover. And by some time over Bumblebee. 5th through 8th is set. Silver Bullet, Bumblebee, Black Diamond, and Oceanic Shark will round out 5th through 8th. Now we move on to the final. Lizard, Strawberry Racer, Firework, and Astro Turtle. Who will win the team pursuit? And off they go. And once again, a late start for Strawberry Racer. But right now, I think Astro Turtle's out in front. All 3 of their marbles are ahead. And Astro Turtle will win the team pursuit. Their 2nd gold in this showdown. Look how all 3 came across the line at the same time. Firework comes in 2nd, and by 1/100th, Lizard gets bronze. You can see right there, Astro Turtle, their 2nd gold of this showdown, and they are happy for it. They will definitely move up plenty of places in the standings with just 2 events to go. And as we take a look at the standings, Astro Turtle jumps to 2nd place, just 7 points behind Strawberry Racer. You can see that 2 teams cannot win the showdown, Lightning Bolt and Tomato Speeder. But for Event 7, this is the halfpipe, not the halfpipe clash, the more traditional halfpipe. As we start things off with Peacock and Pinky Swirl. How it goes is the 2 teams of 4 will go down this halfpipe, and the last 3 times are added together to make 1 full time. So you see the swinging back and forth between them. And right now in this first heat, Peacock gets a 29.87 compared to a 27.97 for Pinky Swirl. Lightning Bolt and Bumblebee will go up now. for Heat 2, and off they go. Right now, Bumblebee has that last marble, but you need to have consistency. It's very close between them. Collisions will also be a big thing in whether or not you're having fast or slow marbles. And Lightning Bolt got the win, but it only moves them to third. Lizard and Oceanic Shark. Lizard has been performing very well in this showdown. And off they go. They sway back and forth, some collisions, and they're close together. But it looks like Lizard has that last marble, but is it enough to give them the win? Yes, but only by 600ths over Oceanic Shark. Both of them just managed to get 27 seconds. Strawberry Racer and Blue Gang for Heat 5. Off they go. Very close between them. Strawberry Racer has 2 marbles behind, but there's 2 at the bottom. Blue Gang seems to be doing pretty well, bumping some of the Strawberry Racer marbles. And a 29.88, that moves them into first. Blue Gang takes the lead, and Strawberry Racer is not that far behind as well in third. Werewolf and Astro Turtle for run 5 of 16. And right now, Astro Turtle has 2 marbles at the back, but it changes up just a little bit. They are the last one to cross, but I think Werewolf had more consistency. Yes, they did, but pretty slow from both of them. The highest time was 9.33. Firework and Tomato Speeder. Tomato Speeder desperately needs a good finish. Off they go, and right now, 3 Tomato Speeder marbles seem to be towards the front, but how will that affect their run? Fireworks seem to have some towards the bottom, and it's pretty good for Tomato Speeder. 27.93 puts them into 5th. Now we move on to Minty Oreo and Silver Bullet. How will they do on this run? Off they go. Very close between them. Silver Bullet seems to be doing pretty well. You see, a hard collision there. Marbles are going all over the place. But I think Silver Bullet got the better of them. Yes, 27.56 to a 25.69. Minty Oreo had some hard collisions, and they weren't good. Purple Jellyfish and Black Diamond. And you can see very close on the start, but it looks like Purple Jellyfish has that last marble, but their first 2 are already crossing. Black Diamond seemed to be consistent, and very close between them. 26.98 and 26.74 move the middle of the pack. After 8 runs, it's Blue Gang who leads the way over Peacock by 1/100th of a second. That is a very small amount. But in these second runs, their times, their result is based on their better time, so it's the slower one. So we move on to Peacock and Pinky Swirl once again. You see that they're moving back and forth a lot, and I think Peacock gets the win. Yes, they do. 27. No, they don't actually. Pinky Swirl got it, but you can see it wasn't an improvement. So they will stay, so their first run times will stay as they are. Lightning Bolt and Bumblebee now. I see. This time they're really close together. That one Lightning Bolt getting pushed, I think that might have given them the win. Yes, but these times are better. Lightning Bolt with a 28.19 moves into third. That's pretty good. Oceanic Shark and Lizard now. And off they go. Right now, 2 lizards are at the back, but now moves to an Oceanic Shark. 4 lizards are very close together. That might send up for a good time, and it's better, but still not very good. Sub 27 for Lizard. An Oceanic Shark did not do better. Blue Gang and Strawberry Racer. Blue Gang did very well in the first heat, and right now they're still seeming to do pretty well. Strawberry Racer seems to be more consistent. That one Blue Gang got bumped to the side, reached 10 seconds, but 28.25, that's still a pretty good time, but it's slower. Strawberry Racer falls back to 4th. Astro Turtle and Werewolf up now. And off they go right now. 2 Turtle marbles are at the back battling the 2 Werewolves. You see, they're getting very close. Oh, a hard collision there. Sends 1 Astro Turtle marble forward and 1 backwards. 11 seconds. That is a huge time, but it's not enough for the lead. Just 400ths off, and AstroTurtle goes into third. Tomato Speeder and Firework for the third to last run. And right now you see, there's one Tomato Speeder marble that's going very slow. This is going to be a good time for them. Could that be enough for the lead? No, it doesn't even get them in the top 3. The first 3 marbles that crossed the line were so bad, they don't even break 29 seconds. Now we move on to Silver Bullet and Minty Oreo. And right now, 2 Silver Bullets and 1 Minty Oreo are at the back. The others are going very quick, but there's 1 Silver Bullet marble that's doing well at the back. And fourth for them, 29.39, Minty Oreo goes into 16th with no chance of getting above. That is disappointing. Well, for the last run, Black Diamond and Purple Jellyfish. And right now you saw that 1 Black Diamond marble moving through the field. That's not good. And they're all kind of crossing the line together. Meanwhile, 2 Purple Jellyfish marbles cross last with good times, and a 28.18 moves the middle of the pack in 8th. But after the results, Blue Gang wins the halfpipe over Peacock and AstroTurtle. See, they were all very close together, and several other marbles were. Now we look at the standings for the showdown. AstroTurtle takes the lead, but they're tied, and actually, only the top 7 can win the showdown. You see, those in orange can't win, but can still podium. Others cannot. For the final event, it's the Elimination Maze, which is another event, but different from the Elimination Race. Heat 1, and off they go with Barry, who is in the lead, top 4 advance. You see they are stretching it down to the bottom. Lots of traps in this course. Barry, there's Beefsteak, Royal, and I think Chameleon cross the line. As you see, that was a very good first heat. Cole from Black Diamond got caught somewhere, but it's Barry who gets the win and will advance for Strawberry Racer. Now for Heat 2, for the Elimination Maze. This is a cool course, and off they go. See all the traps that are released. It's Nickel from Silver Bullet, along with Sapphire, who are up in front. Sapphire takes the lead, but shooting on by, out of nowhere. That looks like AstroTurtle's Squirt coming out of nowhere. We'll have to see a replay, but it's Squirt, Sapphire, Stinger, and Nickel that will advance. Take a look at a replay. See how Squirt is in like 4th or 5th, but how they get shot through everybody. Smooth, and there was a lot of chaos in that section. So now we will move on to the consolation round before we have the final. And they are ready with plenty of marbles in the gates. And off they go. Right now at the start, that's Lupin, who is up front along with Pinky, Rose, and Hammerhead. They go to the rubber band triangle and the drawbridges. Pinky Rose is fighting up front, will win the screw. And this determines 9th through 16th positioning. So Pinky Swirl finishes in 9th. It's not bad. But it's all about the relegation. That's the bottom 4 teams. Now the final. Who will win the showdown and this event? And off they go right now. In the lead, it's Barry from Strawberry Racer. And down they go. Nickel and Sapphire close behind, but Stinger takes the lead. Barry takes it back, trying to hold on, and Barry wins the Elimination Maze. The final event of the showdown. You see everybody else is crossing the line. Barry wins over Squirt and Stinger. Royal and Nickel round out the top 5. But Strawberry Racer, that is enough for them to win the showdown because they were tied with AstroTurtle at the start, even though the top 2 finished the top 2 in this event. And you see the final podium of the showdown. Peacock gets 3rd, AstroTurtle gets 2nd, and Strawberry Racer wins it all. Great job by them. And this was when they had a new roster. Get see 100 full points. That's amazing. But you see, the bottom 4, Oceanic Shark, Black Diamond, Lightning Bolt, and Tomato Speeder, they will go no further. They have been relegated and cannot make it into the qualifiers for next season. That is disappointing, but this was a wonderful showdown, and stay tuned for the final event of Ben's Marble Tournament Season 4.